What's going on, friends? I hope everybody's doing well. Today I just have a really quick tip for you. I want to show you some of the hidden impulse responses within Logic's Space Designer plugin. So let's dive in and check it out. So first, let's hear a little bit of this track that I'm working on. Okay, let's take a look at these guitars real quick. So I'll just start with the first one here. So what I've done is I've recorded my guitar and amplifier coming directly out of the effects loop send on the amp. And so I get a sound like this. So what I need to do is recreate the sound of that going through a guitar speaker. So I like to use Space Designer for that. And I'll show you in here, if you go to the presets and go to warped effects and speakers, you have 21 different guitar speaker impulse responses. And I didn't know this was in here, and I wish I had before I had gone out and spent a bunch of money on big brand name stuff. So let's take a listen to that. Okay, so that's just stock, that's free, comes with Space Designer. Let's take a listen in comparison to something that I actually paid money for. So it's a different tone, but obviously the quality is pretty much the same. The only difference is with Logic, you don't really get any details or information about what it is that you're using. You just kind of have to go through and listen. So that may take a little bit of time to figure out what you like, but then you can save it as a default or whatever and go from there. So let me show you another really quick one that I like to use. So once I've got a mix pretty much roughed in where I think it's starting to sound really good, the first thing I do is I go and reference it on other speakers. So if you're in a situation where, let's say maybe you don't have a set of earbuds handy and you wanted to see what it's going to sound like on your phone before you bounce it out and did all that sort of stuff. What I do is I throw Space Designer on my stereo bus and then again, go to warped effects and speakers. And right here you have a preset for tiny white earbuds. And I actually found this really useful. So let's hear the mix. Now let's get an idea what it's going to sound like in earbuds or on your iPhone. Okay, so that's actually really helpful in the sense that it saves me a little bit of time and guesswork of bouncing this out and then send it out to my phone or playing it through a little Bluetooth speaker or something like that. And the reason I found this really helpful is because especially in a mix like this where you have a lot of low end, like that's most of the mix is like it's a drop tune song. There's just like a massive low end frequencies. And when you play that on your phone, most of that's going to get lost. So this helps you sort of EQ and pinpoint things and dial it in. So when you get it to your phone, you won't have that big, massive low end dropout. And so this has been something that I use pretty frequently to EQ the bass guitar, for example. I'll get my mix to where it's sounding good and I'll put this on the stereo bus and then see if the bass guitar is getting completely lost. And then go to the bass guitar track and sweep around the EQ until I can kind of get it back in the mix a little bit. And then of course you got to A/B it against the full mix and see what it sounds like and split the difference, of course. But it's very helpful. And then once you get it to your other speakers, your phone or whatever, you're going to be a little bit ahead of the curve. So that's it. Those are the two things I wanted to show you today. Like I said, it's just a short video, but if you weren't aware of these things, it's definitely worth checking out and trying them out. Especially if you don't want to go down the rabbit hole of just buying every third-party plugin and impulse response available and still not being happy. So check these things out first if you're using Logic. And until next time, thanks for watching.